Okay, where are we at now? Late 20s. Late 20s, I'm married for the second time. Now I'm trying to make a go out of it. I'm actually starting to have a remission period. So for a few years, I'm not doing too bad. I have some lower back pain, some shoulder pain, neck hurts a little bit, it's achy, but not really bad. Then I have another uveitis attack, and this time it's really bad. This time it's so bad the prednisone drops aren't working. They had to actually take a needle and shoot my eye with prednisone. So a couple of treatments of that and it goes away, and you know, life's back to its normal everyday, you know, doldrums. Painful, achy, but not horrible. Or maybe at this point I'm just getting used to being in pain all the time. The only thing that I remember the most was that at this point my chest was so fused that coughing or sneezing, forget about it, was horrible. And sometimes I would sneeze or cough, I would break the sternum. You could actually hear bones breaking. Now I'm starting to get a second thing that's happening at night, is I'm laying down at night, and nighttime's horrible because you can't sleep at night. If you lay on your back, you know, your back hurts, your hip hurts. If you lay on your side, your back hurts, your neck hurts. So sleeping is hard. You get maybe, you know, you're lucky if you get 3 hours sleep uninterrupted. And you can take all the sleeping pills that you want. It's not going to make you sleep through the night. It's at that point you're praying. You know, now I can understand why Michael Jackson used to have the doctor actually put him out so that he could sleep at night. Because if I could have found a doctor that could have done that for me so that I can get 8 hours sleep every night, I would have done it without a question asked. Because you know, some nights you wake up in pain and you can't sleep, and you're sitting there and you're irritable, and it's just horrible. Now I apply for disability, so I get disability. They turned me down the first time. I had to go back, I had to appeal it, I had to go to the doctors, and you know, they do x-rays and more tests. At this point you've been x-rayed and your blood's been taken so many times it's not even funny. I think I probably took a lifetime's worth of radiation from x-rays by the time I was in my mid-20s already. Now I'm having at night these seizures. I'll be laying down and I'm fine, and then all of a sudden it's like a jolt from the top of my head down to my ass. It's like an electric bolt, and it makes you jerk, almost like a seizure. But when that happens, the vertebrae that have partially fused or are fused break. And when they break free, it is so painful. It's I can't. Nobody can. You can't explain it to somebody unless you've actually gone through it. And you know, most people say, "Well, I've had back pain before." No, this is not. You've never had a fracture in your back. You've never. It's the closest anybody can come to it is a slip disc. Think of a slip disc times 10, because you got 10 vertebrae that are absolutely fused. Now you have this jerk or this seizure that breaks everything loose. And that's what happens. All the fusing that goes on happens at night while you're asleep. So you can do all the exercises you want. You can be as active as you want in the daytime. But come nighttime, your body is going to go into its fusing stage. And that's what happens. At this point, I'm getting very little sleep. I'm irritable. I'm in pain all the time. I have no idea what's going on. Doctors can't give me a pill that works. And I just want to die. I'm miserable. I'm taking it out on my wife. I'm taking it out on my kids. And, you know, It's unbelievable. Life is horrible. You can't breathe anymore because if you do anything that's heavy breathing, you have to expand your chest, and if you have to expand your chest, it causes such excruciating pain. It's not even fun. Now you start looking towards painkillers, but now you're in the painkiller thing where you're going to get hooked on painkillers because you're going to take as many painkillers as you need to get up in the daytime to do whatever you have to do, and you end up getting hooked on those, and that's a whole other story. Now I would have to say I'm in Vegas and the seizures are going on, and I go see a neurologist because for me, and at least to me, they seem like seizures. And they're happening almost every night, and every night I'll get this jolt, and it's so painful that I scream, and I'm scaring the hell out of my kid because all of a sudden in the middle of the night, Dad's screaming bloody murder. So I end up going to neurologist. Neurologist puts me on Depakote and all kinds of other anti-seizure medicines, and now I'm an over-medicated zombie. I mean, literally a zombie. You've got painkillers, you've got anti-inflammatories, you've got Depakote, you've got muscle relaxants. I mean, at this point I'm taking like 20 pills a day, and I still can't get any relief, and I see no end in sight. So one night, I'm sitting there, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've had it. I just can't do this anymore. I don't want to live anymore. I'm miserable, my wife's miserable, my kid's miserable. I see no end to this. I'm broke. I can't earn a living. I can't even get to the shower to take a shower every day. I'm pissing in one of those hospital things because in the middle of the night when I wake up and I have to go to the bathroom, I'm so sore I can't get to the bathroom in time. Now, mind you, I'm only 32 years old at this point, 33 years old. That's a horrible, horrible way to live and a position to be in at that age. You can't imagine what goes through your mind. So I sit there with the Depakote, I sit there with at that time I was taking Percocet, and I decide to swallow it all. And I do. I swallow it all. Because I'm ready to die. The pain's too much. I can't take it anymore. There's no drugs on the horizon to even give me a glimmer of hope that there's some end to this suffering.